Hey everybody, what's up? Wolfscan Contras here, and we are going to show you today our jails and how to build a jail. Well, at least how to build jail cells in a mass production sort of way. So, this right here is Australia Jail. Oh yeah, welcome to my Minecraft world. As you can see, Australia Jail stands 3 stories high. Um, Australia Jail has its own control tower built into it. But that control tower is probably going to be deleted. I might delete it. I'm not sure yet. But this is a brand new control tower that I have built. And I will put pictures, still pictures on. Uh, you'll probably see them in the front of this video. So, yeah. Um, if not, I'll put them in the back of the video after you get done watching this. But anyhow, this tower controls all the power from the from the Forza jail. Sorry, my mind's not thinking. I tried making this video before, and for some reason they built my fucking microphone and headset with a button that shuts off a microphone. So I don't know why they did that. But anyhow, as you can see, I'm using the glass to go ahead, show you the show the power, so that way I can tell if it's on or off. I go ahead and switch this off and watch the jail. Everything shuts off. Same with over there, because all of the power for my entire jail, except for this control tower, is wired into that one switch. And except for the new control tower. And you know what? I've got a bed up here because I want to make it quicker. So I'm just going to use that bed real quick. And if you hear me slurping or something, I am drinking Venom Energy Drink. I recommend it. It is one of the best. I am drinking the Black Mamba. So it's daytime. Time to switch on our power and watch. Everything lights up. That controls the entire jail cell there. All 4 walls. So, I'm not going to spend too much time lingering on the control tower. I did that last time, and, you know, after that it just shut off. And I think it's just because of my microphone and how it's set up. So, anyhow, as you can see, I built some oddball stuff on here. The chimney is being powered by 2 campfires. And this chimney, there's a campfire inside the jail, so it shoots out some smoke. But anyhow, when building these jail cells, I went ahead and I ran the wiring underground. So as you can see, all the redstone wiring is underground. Now, Australia Jail is separate from Village Power. Um, all the village is powered up by one power plant that's in a totally different village that would take me roughly 30 minutes to get to that village and show you. But as you can see, all the houses are powered up by external power that comes all the way from that way. So, yeah. And Australia Jail, as you can see, is becoming a very huge jail very fast. Oh yeah, that's an abbey. I'll show you that later. But, in Australia Jail, you have different... In the tower, you have different rooms. I'll just take you through them real quick, just to get it out of the way, because I'm keeping an eye on my microphone now. So, let's go to the first room. First room is storage. And this is all on ground floor, as you can tell. So, the second room is the briefing room. And the briefing room is where the chief comes to brief the officers for the day. He stands right here at the podium, and the officers sit in the little seats there. Okay, so that's done. Doors for that. Officers, sleeping quarters, done. Doors for that. Um, this is just storage area. That's taken care of. Okay, this up here is fucking skeleton. Interview rooms with for prisoners, so that way the prisoners can go ahead, be interviewed, and they're also visitation rooms. So prisoners can be interviewed by the police or visited by their families in these rooms. And I forgot to put doors on most of his stuff because this is a new tower. I've stupid fucking zombie. This is a new tower. Oh, this room here is just prisoners and wardens. I'd say it's mostly jail officers, just a break room for them. So, anyhow, all that I showed you all that stuff. So we'll go up the stairs real quick. Yeah, fast, huh? I know, right? Fast. Anyhow, here's the officers' sleeping and relaxing quarters. Sorry, hit my mic when I was scratching myself. Here's the officers' sleeping and relaxing quarters. Not gonna spend the whole deal on them. We'll get to the top of the tower real quick. I've already spent 6 minutes showing you everything. Oh yeah, access to the old control tower. So, let's go ahead, zip through here real quick. Here's the old control tower. Yeah, everything is lit up. A lot of my redstone I cover, but when I built the old control tower, I didn't know how to hide all the redstone wiring and shit. So, yeah, there you go. Okay. Back up to the top, up to the top, up to the top, toppity top, 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 up to the top, up to the top, toppity top, 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 top. Okay, so here we go. Woo! Now that all that's done, I've shown you pretty much a quick Cation version of this. So now, when we build our jail cell, here's our first jail cell. This is what the jail cells originally planned to look like. And right here is going to be a window so you can see your prisoner. You'll want to put your bed next to your window. That way when you're looking in, you can see and make sure the prisoner's in his cell. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build a line just like this all the way across. Da 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 da. And boom. Okay, done. So, when mass producing these, you can cut down your build time immensely. We're gonna see what we've got. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so originally what we're doing is we're going like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, nope, my bad. Put one there, break one here, then go 1, 2, 1. Okay, so when we do it this time, 1, 2, and then 2 up, then we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. So we keep repeating this process. I know it kind of seems dull to repeat it, but then again, who cares? So there you go. We are getting these cells mass produced. So now you can see there's our cells right there that we built. So now we go ahead, insert the bars. Whoops. Fucker. Okay, so it's back to inserting the bars. I'll show you in my other videos different towns and stuff. So originally what we're going to want is a jail cell that looks like this. It'll have 4-bar windows on it. So what we do next is we insert the walls. Okay? So when you're inside the jail cell, you're going to notice there's the door, there's a peep window, and the wall is right next to the peep window. So when we go to make our other jail cells, right here where the peep window is, that's going to be our wall. So we just go ahead and do that. And the peep window is to make sure, like I said, the prisoners are in their place. And you can put the bed in if you want at the same time you're building the wall, but it's not necessary. In my case, I'm going to try not to, just to be quick about this. So as you can see, we're mass producing the wall here. It's not taking much time at all. I'm kind of keeping an eye on the minutes of my video here. So you keep looking at it. We're going ahead and finishing this up. And now this last one, I'm just going to build a wall just to make it fair with all the other cells. Okay, now, all your walls are built. What's next, you're asking? We need to give this place some light. And no, I don't mean give prisoners a lantern, because you know what they can do with a lantern. They can hurt themselves. And yes, I did lay to my side. I made sure the microphone's still on. So let's go ahead and do redstone lamps. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you top off the roof. Just like that. Nice and easy. And so I just fell, but you probably won't. You just keep going like this. And you are mass producing your jail cells. As you can see, we're already to the end. So now what? Now is simple. You build your cell. So you're probably asking me, Wolfsgang, what are you going to do with those corners that have nothing in them because you didn't put a cell there because you wouldn't know where to put the door? Well, that's simple. I'm using those as power climbers, and I'll show you what a power climber is in a second here. But as you can see, now the cells are mass produced. A power climber is like this right here. I call it a climber because it's a whole bunch of stairways that lead to power. And the power goes through an underground tunnel from the main jail cell all the way to this new jail cell that I'm building. Then we build another small climber here in the corner that we didn't use. That way you can go ahead and start doing your power. And as you can see, blocks do not stop your redstone, so yeah. So anyhow, what do you do next? You power up your cells, of course. You take some redstone repeaters and just run them across. I recommend running them through the middle. You don't have to if you don't want to. Whoops. But that's exactly what I do. So what we're going to do is run them right through the middle here. And now we're on to the next part. This corner here. This corner will have one, and we're going to insert climbers onto this corner. So basically what you're going to have is one that'll go there. Then you'll have 2 redstone wirings, and then it'll go to the climber. And what this corner's climber is going to do is when you build your second story, and I'm going to not build the second story and take up more of your guys' time because this is already a 14-minute video. But you can see now I'm powering up these new cells. And usually I don't like working in the dark because of zombies and other stuff. But in this case, I'm making an exception just for you guys. So now you can see all your jail cells are powered. Now you're saying, what's next? What's next? If you want to finish it first, you can. Or you can get a villager spawn egg. And you can go ahead and I'll show you in the main jail because I'm going to save these until I've completely built them. But in the main jail, here it is, the first original jail block, you can see some of these jail cells are open. So what do you do with a jail cell then? You go ahead, spawn a villager in there, and put bars. So now you can keep your villager is your little inmate. You can keep an eye on him through either the door bars or the window bar. And he's probably going to go to bed, considering that everyone else is in bed. I'm surprised he hasn't already. I find it works best with villagers, because zombies and other creatures like that. Yep, he went to bed. But zombies and other creatures like that, they tend to go ahead and get in the way of building, and they disappear when daylight comes on, even if they're trapped in a prison like that. Okay, now for your bonus footage. You get to see the abbey that I made that is supposed to be the Abbey of St. Carta from the movie The Nun. So, here we go. First off, you can see the crosses because of how the movie was. There was a shitload of crosses in front of the abbey. So, right here is the graveyard. Remember Father Burke, Anthony Burke from the movie The Nun? Yes, no one does. Well, he was one of the main characters. And Maurice Frenchy Theonald. He's also one of the main characters. He's Frenchy. So, all my signs on this abbey are in Latin. And that sign said Abbey St. Carta. So, little bathing area. Confessional booth. I used a red banner to make the booth. And because you can walk through the banner, as you can see, the booth is private. And I put a little villager as a church chaplain. So, next up is the evil room. Finnick hic Dios, the famous saying on that door on the movie The Nun. Here's the evil room with an upside down cross and a pentagram on a cracked floor. So that's it. And then you got crosses to kind of ward off the evil. And then you got the big main room. I'll fly you real quick through all this because we're going on 18 minutes now. So then you got the library in the first tower, which is the tower closest to the town. Then you've got the nun sleeping room. Then back behind the nun sleeping room is the donation storage center, where if someone donates emeralds to the abbey, they will be stored in those boxes, which I plan on filling up those boxes sometime. So, what's next? There is a tower here that is completely empty and I don't know what to do with it. So, leave your comments below on what you think I should do with it, and the best comment will win. Well, whatever I think is the coolest out of your guys' ideas, well, that's what I'm going to do with that tower, and you'll be able to see it in another video. So, last but not least, part of the abbey is the church. The church has a cross on it, has a pew for the father to stand and go ahead and preach, and then you got the pews, or podium, I meant, and you got the pews for the nuns to sit at. So, there you go. You got it. That's the abbey, and now we're going to exit through the delivery tunnel. this is where the deliveries are come in, and this was another key part off of the movie The Nun. And as you can see, all my signs here are in Latin. How do I know Latin? I don't. I use Google Translator. So sue me. I cheated. Who cares? Um, anyhow, the the delivery room. If you remember off the movie The nun that hung herself, the the guy Maurice, Frenchie went ahead and stored her into that icy room, into the delivery room, to preserve her body. Remember Maurice Frenchie. Maurice Frenchie. Okay, so wow, I'm doing a lot better than last time because the first recording of this where I lost my audio track, it failed. It was 25 minutes. Oh, that's because I didn't show this. These cells that I'm building here are going to be isolation units. Main reason because there's a mountain back here and I'm not going to carve this entire mountain into a flat surface just so the prisoners can have a little bit of sunlight. Um, yeah, I know, mean of me, who cares? Instead, the parts that are broken down, I'm just filling them in. And mostly they're broken down because to flatten out this land from being this high of a mountain, I went ahead and used a bunch of TNT and just kind of TNT'd it down to the point where I could just go ahead and knock out the rest just by spam clicking my entire frickin' spam clicking my mouse. So yeah, that's how I did it. One thing I'm doing that I'll show you guys too. Okay, so this video I can obviously tell already is going to take up more than 25 minutes. But what I'm going to do here is build a box. And this here box is going to be the power box. Now, as you can see, what I'm doing is going ahead and building around the entire power supply area. And once I get done with that, then I'm going to cover it up. So, as you can see, I'm finishing up. Now, you're asking me, why to build this thing? That is because when I'm in the control tower and I'm switching the switch on and off, I can check to make sure that my power is coming through okay. So, I know there's no shorts, there's no mishaps, there's and I know that my switch that I showed you that controls this entire place is working properly and is going to keep all the power on. So, yeah, that was before I had all these lined up and powered. And I showed you the underground tunnel, I believe. So that about does it. Yeah, like, subscribe, be sure to comment. This has been the Wolfskin Huntress channel. You've been watching the Wolfskin Huntress channel, and feel free to come back next time and just check out our videos, see what you like, 23 minutes. Okay, so I'm not doing bad. Remember, Venom Energy Drink, that is the drink that I drink. It is Black Mamba flavors. So go ahead, pick yourselves up one. It's only $1, and really, it tastes awesome. Super awesome, actually. So, as you can see, this is going to be one hell of a jail once it's built. But for now, I'm just doing what I can with it. So, and it's taking a long time too, because I'm all unsure and doubting myself of how I want to proceed about building it. So, it's taken me a lot longer to build than you guys. You guys probably got an idea of how you're going to build your jail, and you're going to be like, oh, well, that was easy. I don't know what took you. Because usually I can spend, like the tower, just because I was unsure of myself, I spent like 8 hours building the tower. I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to do it, but after I got it done, I was happy with it. And, you know, getting these jail cells done, I'm gonna be happy with them too. I just gotta not doubt myself as much and just go for it. You know, whatever happens, happens. So, as you can see, I'm just finishing up a little bit left. Oh, 25 minutes. Okay, guys. Well, I've kept you on here long enough. I could round this out to an even 30, but I don't think I will. Just because that would be mean to all of you guys. But, yeah. So, remember, these corner pylons, what you can use them for is to extend the power upward. So, when I build my second story, this is going to go to my second story and power it. And then it'll probably cross back across my second story to here, where I'm going to use it to go up to the third story of the new jail. So, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to comment below. Let me know what you think the empty rooms of my jail should be used for. Um, I'll go ahead and show you the empty rooms again. I'm probably gonna wind up with this video at an even 30. The first empty room is right here, so tell me what you think I should use that for. And then the second empty room I showed you was in the Abbey, which I will go and refresh your memory. The second empty room, that is so cool. But the second empty room is that far tower my crosshairs is on. Let's see if I can just climb in there real quickly. I'll do that. There we go. Cheating, I know. But this is what we've got to work with. So, tell me what you think it should be. And I'll see you guys on the next one, YouTube.